Alrighty, I guess we're ready. Maybe let's test out some chatting. See if this works. Make sure it still works. Yes, it works. Yes, it all works. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have some. I guess we'll have some playoff baseball. Hey, Quark Bean on the mound. 30 games, 167.2 innings. I talked about it in my preview show about how he pretty much just dominated KT this year. 6 games, had a 151 ERA against them in those 6 games. 5 wins, 0 losses. They hit 175 against them. There really wasn't a lot of positives for me to find in terms of KT against Quark Bean. So we'll see how it goes. First pitch is underway, and that's good for KT because it's a ball outside. So Kim Min-hyuk, last year in the Korean series, he was 3 for 5 with an RBI, 2 for 3 in the series before that, and looks at ball 2 on the inside. Both of these teams have plenty of playoff experience, so it shouldn't be too many nerves. You will get into one if it comes up. I'll talk about it a little bit later. That's ball 3. So lineup, KT is going with the exact same lineup that they had yesterday against SSG. Trying to keep it going. They ended up coming back from down 3-1 to get themselves a chance to play and be the first team to not get kicked out of the playoffs in the first round as a 5 seed. And that's gonna be ball 1 or ball 1. And they've got their first base runner on the bases, and this is going to be something that you have to worry about because if you notice, look at the lineup. Yang Yi-ji is not in the lineup. So I talked about it in the preview show. Basically, was he going to even play? And he is on the roster. He is on the roster, so. It's not like he's not on there, but Kim Ki-yeon is back behind the plate. So Rojas steps in. He had 2 massive home runs yesterday. He was KT yesterday as he looks at strike 1. Against Quark Bean or against KT, not doing the best on the season, but 284, I want to say off the top of my head. I try to memorize all these stats, but obviously a little difficult for that. But the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Let's see if I can get all of this going. Normally I have a bunch of different music going and stuff, but obviously for this, I want to try to stay as neutral as possible, as that is filed away, stays 0-2. Yesterday, bottom of the first, a solo home run, and then later on, So the 0-2 pitch, Rojas sets up on the outside, and he slaps that through the hole on the left side, and they've got themselves runners on first and second, and it's a good start, ladies and gentlemen, for KT. Again, they did not play well against Doosan this season, 12-4. Doosan was 12-4 against KT, so just goes with it. Like I said, he was set up on the outside. He just stuck the bat out and went in between the shortstop and third baseman. All right, Jang Sung-woo steps in, 268 on the season, 19 homers. Talked about him a little bit also, but on the defensive side and not on the offensive side. Runner on second is Kim Min-hyuk, who walked a swing and a miss there. Oh, 19 in the month of September, 16 games, 291, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, both of those first on the team. And with SSG playing, oh my lord, was that a bad swing, as that bounced into the dirts, and yeah. Let's see. Couple of these guys maybe playing in their last season. I would have to think that getting up there for Wang Jae-gyun and OJ-il, but the 0-2 tries to go back at the other other batter's box because it worked the last time, and unfortunately he didn't swing. What's up, Mary Kate? You okay, Mary Kate? All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that is ripped into left field. That's going to be scoring one as Jared backhands it, throws it into seconds. And he moves over to second after the throw went up towards third base, and they had to come off the bag. And KT takes a quick early lead. Runners on first and second. One. Yeah, I was contemplating. I was contemplating whether I should keep the gear on, or if I should not. Might have to change it for next game. Feel a little bit more comfortable instead of in my Wichita states that I've never been to. I don't know where I found this shirt, but anyway. All right, Kang Baek-ho will step in now. The DH, Kang Baek-ho. No, it's still back there. It's still back there. Got a couple of them in the other room drying. I just got a new one. I haven't even opened the bag yet, the delivery bag. Oh, Kang Baek-ho, 289 on the season. As that's outside, and Guokbin is really struggling early. Against Guokbin in his career, Kang Baek-ho is hitting 87, not 870, just 87. And the 1-0 fouled away, 1-1. With runners on second and third, 5-45, 6 for 11 on the season for KT's young DH. KT, they had to win 2 games against Kium, and they had to come back in both games against Kium. They've had to come back in all the last 3 games that they've played just to be able to play in this series. All right, the 1-1, and that's diving by the second baseman, but not able to grab it, and that's going to score another run, and they have gone up 2-0 already, and not letting up as they've gotten a walk and strung together 3 singles to make it 2-0. And these aren't little lazy bloops. These are ripped. That was a line drive just past the diving second baseman, Kang Sung-ho. Looks like it went just off of the edge of his glove. And KT is trying to go up big. They did use their closer yesterday, and again, this series is it's just so weird. I don't know how it's again, it's the best of 3 series, but the number 4 team, which is Doosan, starts with a 1-0 lead, and if they even tie, then they still win because they would win the tiebreaker because they finished. It's so strange. Like I don't know really how to really explain it. Is that is fouled off? Looks like it went off a foot and then bounced up and got the umpire's hand. Being already at 18 pitches now here in the first inning. OJ Hill 243 on the season. But again, I talked about how he did against KT, or how he did against Doosan, his old team, before he went to Samsung, and then the 1-for-1 trade here on the season, moved him from Samsung to KT, and Pak Byung Ho from KT to Samsung. Both teams have definitely benefited from that situation. All right, the 2-1 pitch coming up. OJ Hill. And that's going to be another single, and another run scores as they move up and just keep pounding Kwok Bin. Wow. Just crushing. 4 straight RBI singles, and he's at 20 pitches, getting ready for pitch number 20. Not a good start, you could say, for the Bears. And playing from behind is not something that Doosan wants to do, because their manager is what you would call not good. All right, Oyun Sok. There we go. The beautiful bunts. Drops it down. He's going to have to go to first with it. And there you go. You've got an out, ladies and gentlemen. 1 away as they move the runners over. Very, very important to get 4 straight hits, 5 straight base runners, and then 2 bunts. Hog Young Min over at third. Good to see him back over at third after he took the shot to the head in the last game I saw. And Wong Jae-gyun steps in, looks at strike 1 on the bottom corner, and it's 0-1. Wong Jae-gyun, 260 on the season. Not good against KT, or against Doosan, as I talked about in the old preview show. And the 0-1 pitch goes upstairs, and it's 0-2. Cool. If you look in the description, it'll tell you how to watch it. If you go to SOOPlive.com, you can actually watch the game and set my English commentary. It should sync up almost perfectly. I'm watching here in Korea, so I actually have a faster broadcast than you will. So my broadcast plus the SOOP broadcast delay should put them back to almost perfectly together, so you can watch and listen to both. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Wong Jae-gyun standing in and into the dirt. That's going to get away. Kang Baek-ho makes his way down, but turns around, and it's going to stay. It's going to be 2-2. I am the future. It's finally nice and cool here in Korea. I don't need to have 73 fans blowing on me during my broadcast. But the 2-2 pitch, they are looking to go up high elevate the old fastball against Wang Jae-gyun, but they're gonna go outside now. Misses with the curveball, and you've got yourself a good old-fashioned full count, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Steps off the back of the mound, or rethinks what he's doing with his life as he's already down 3-0. Pitch number 27 coming up, and fouls that one straight back, and we'll get another pitch. Mary Kate, how did your betting come out? All right, here comes another 3-2 pitch. And a beautiful looking strikeouts right there. I'm using strikeout music, sorry. We're using the old Hanwha strikeout music because strikeouts, they deserve music. You can't have a strikeout with no music. All right, 2 down now. Runners on second and third. The center fielder, Bae Jung Dae, steps in. Ah, that's too bad. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And that's rolled right back up the middle. He may be coming home. Jung-Soo Bin comes up throwing. The throw in time. He'll have himself a single, an RBI, and the second slowest man on the team is thrown out. But they get another one, and that's going to end the inning. 4-0, heading to the bottom of the first. Have another hit there. Good Lord. Jung-Soo Bin with a fabulous throw. A one-hopper right at him, and I guess his foot finally did touch. But Cuevas on the mound, this will be the thing. Can he actually pitch well against... Can he pitch well? Jung-Soo Bin leading things off, 284 on the season for him. But the thing for him is he's played much better in the second half. And I talked about it earlier where, you know, he is pretty much ran all over KT. Yeah, I lived in, I've been in Korea for a little over 10 years, but yeah, I lived in all over the U.S., traveled the U.S. for a few years before coming here instead. Oh, Cuevas, 31 games, 173 points, 1 innings, will be pitching with a hoodie on today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right. Pitching with a hoodie on. So he has pitched well in playoffs. I talked about it last year. He pitched in 3 games in the playoffs. 2 games, the first game and the third game that he pitched 6 innings. Pitched really well. This middle game, he ended up pitching 3 innings, not pitching well. So he has plenty of experience. He's been playing in the KBO since 2021. I did make a mistake in my preview show. The rematch of this playoff game was actually in 2021, not 2022. But I doubt anybody noticed that anyway. So Jung-Soo Bin leads things off for Doosan. Yang Yi-ji not in the lineup, which means Jo Soo-hang is hanging out there at the bottom. So can they get some extra runs as the Jung-Soo Bin tries to bunt his way on? And it's a strike 1. try to get all this stuff set up. All right, to the 0-1 pitch. Jung Soo-bin calls for time again. Cool. Where I assume you're in the U.S. Where are you at in the U.S.? As he puts that bunt down, and that's going to be easily cruising into first base, as he's got himself a bunt single. As just past the diving Cuevas, and this game is gonna be ridiculous. We'll see how many pitches it takes before he takes off for second base. Again, Jang Sung-woo is thrown out under 15%, 14.9% of the runners against him. So Kim Jae-ho steps in, 302 on the season for the shortstop, as checks over on Jung Soo-bin. He slides back in. Oh, Jung Soo-bin steps off a little bit. Cuevas holds his glove up to his ear, gets the call, as they've been hanging out with the pitch comm lately. Good to see them actually practicing it. And checks over on him again. There is no limit on how many times you can throw over in the KBO, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. So you can throw over 20 times if you really feel the need. Doesn't go. That would have been a pitch to go on, as it was way low. 1-0. Good to see they're not bunting. The lovely Hanwha strategy of got a runner on first, you're down 4 runs, you bunt. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Doesn't go on that either, and it's outside, 2-0. There you go. Just like I said, they have plenty of experience. 90, what? I didn't even see what that. 93 games of postseason experience for the Doosan shortstop, as he looks at strike one on the outside corner. Cuevas hasn't pitched against Doosan for a while. I want to say he pitched against them back in July? July? No. September 7th. I got my numbers wrong. That's 2-2. That game actually did feature the exact same, as Kwok-bin went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits. He's already given up 5 hits today. Cuevas did not pitch well. He pitched 3 innings in that one, gave up 4 hits, 1 homer, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Does he go on this? And he doesn't. He should have, as that's going to be a little liner over the jumping second baseman. And now they've got runners on first and second. And if he would have been going, he'd be hanging out on third base. We are going to have a bullpen game, which is not a good thing for KT. KT does have the best closer as far as stats-wise in the league. Doosan has a rookie and 19 years old closer, so we'll see how he does. Jared Young steps in, 327 on the season. And that is going to be a liner to the first baseman, and 1 away. I looked down to write his name out, and he decided to get out. Good thing he is Good thing he is left-handed, because if he wasn't, he was not making that. All right, now one away. Kim Jae-won steps in. 283 on the season, and that is going to be a ground ball grab by OJ and 2 away. Each of them move up 1 base, but they've got 2 away now. OJ is flashing the leather over there at first base. Cuevas is a fastball, cutter, slider pitcher. Mainly, I believe 146 is what he averages on his fastball, which is low 90s. Yang Sung-on complaining about something about lighting, as he complains to the umpire, who turns around, tells the scorekeeper something. As that's ball 1 low, 1-0. Career postseason, not good. 183 in his career, 20 games. Again, Doosan did not do well in the postseason last year. As that's ball 2, also nowhere near the strike zone. Yang Sung-won was linked to Hanwha in the offseason, as that's a big swing and a miss there. All right, the 2-1 pitch coming up to Yang Sung-won. He's got plenty of power if he does get a hold of one, as Cuevas runs that inside but catches the inside corner, and that's 2-2 now. Runners on first and second, nobody outs. Now they're looking at second and third, 2 outs, nobody's in, 2-2 count. It's Cuevas pitch number 14 of this inning. And he reaches the bat out, grabs it, throws 6-3, and that'll end the first. Gives up 2 hits to start, but they strand 2. And KT will take their 4-0 lead and head into the second inning. Stranding 2 already. Cuevas pitching well there. Big game pitcher. Big game pitcher. That was not a good inning, as they went 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position and 1 for 4 with runners on. Not a pretty start. Let's see. Cook being 30 pitches in that first inning. He's good for 100 pitches, so it's not too big a deal. Again, Doosan has had plenty of time to rest. Even they haven't played a meaningful game in a week, as they locked up the 4 spots quickly, where they couldn't do anything else, so they couldn't finish anywhere else. But last time these two faced each other was the 2021 Korean series. this was a big thing because KT, the manager, said, "Hey, we're gonna sweep these guys in 4 games." Everybody laughed and said, "There's no way," and they went and swept them. So Shimujun steps in, 266 on the season, and looks at ball 2-0. We will see, we will see, we will see. And the 2-0 pitch in there for strike. If you're in Korea, it's on KBS 2 if you have regular old TV. If you don't have like regular old cable, you have to have a TVing subscription. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that misses, and another full count here. His second full count of the day for Guak Bean. Led off the first inning with a walk to Kim Min Hyuk. And the 3-2 pitch. Did he go around? He did not, and they have walked the leadoff batter again. Alexis, are you in Seoul or are you someplace else? Are you in Suwon? I wonder if how much longer they're gonna leave, as the pitching coach is gonna make his way out. Oh, he's already got a ball. That is it for him. One time through the lineup, and we've got a pitching change. Ah, not too far. Yeah, Alexis, do you have regular TV or regular cable? It'll be on KBS, some sort of KBS channel. But it's already a pitching change here, and for Guak Bean, not a good day. Not a good day at all is the least you could say. Going into the game, had high hopes for the man. But 1+ inning, he is responsible for the runner on first right now. 36 pitches, 21 for strikes. This is interesting. Balazovic will come in to pitch. I thought maybe they would have Balazovic starting tomorrow's game because they don't have another foreigner. And they're going to have to go with another Korean tomorrow for the start if they can't come back here. Balazovic. 12 games, 57 innings, 2 wins, 6 losses, 1 hold, 426 batting average against, 426 ERA. He has not pitched well. Let's just not even cut around it. Let's not even pretend anything. He has not pitched well. He was a replacement for Alcantara. And Doosan really, really struggled in terms of their foreign guys. It's really, if they fail to advance or they fail to go very deep, it can definitely be put on their foreign guys. Jared Young has come in and played fantastic, but the rest of it's not so great. So Kim Min Hyuk steps in. He walked and scored a run in his first at bat, and he drops down the bunt there. Kim Gi Young grabs it, throws it, and 1 out, but moves the runner over. As gotta love the old runner on first with nobody out and bunting to lower your chances of scoring a run by 4%, because math is not the strong suits of KBO managers. That'll bring him Rojas 329 on the season, 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a run scored back in the first inning, which was last inning. And that's Mrs. Upstairs 1-0. Very interesting here. So in the first inning, you had a walk, and then followed by 4 singles, and then a sacrifice. You know, you got 5 straight guys on base, and then you give them a run. That you give them an out. As that is also up high, 2-0. Then a strikeout and then a single, but thrown out at home. So the next 3 batters ended up with an out at the end of the. And then here you got a walk, and then you have another sacrifice. And we'll see how that goes for the rest of this. Balazovic really struggles with command. I mean, that is his big thing. Yes, 5 straight guys. And that is ball 3, 3-0. Rojas probably not going to be swinging at anything unless, even if it's down the middle right now. Mary Kate was the Hanwha Kia game, the greatest game that you have ever watched. As the 3-0 pitch down the middle, 3-1. I was at the game and my phone kept going off and I couldn't figure out why. Somebody kept sending a bunch of comments. You did not take Kia, no way. All right, the 3-1, and that's in there for a strike also, 3-2. Why would you take Kia? They had no starters. They had Kim Do-young. He's the only guy starting. What did you... What? Oh, Mary Kate. And that's going to be a big swing and a miss. Oh, that's what I need. I don't know who any of those people are. This is what I need. I should do this for the old Bears strikeouts. All right, Jang Sung-woo, swing and a miss there. Yeah, I mean, you cannot, you could literally not copy this much better. Again, walk, single, sacrifice, bunt. I did not peeky. Ball 1 outside. So sacrifice, bunt, strikeout, and then a RBI single, which is thrown out at home. Then in the second inning, you have a walk and then a sacrifice bunt. And the following batter also strikes out. And are we going to get another runner thrown out at home here? That would be Deja. No, because he's swinging at a pitch up at his eyes. And that's going to make it 1-2. I was actually, I think Spo TV was broadcasting that game, and I was like, oh man, Mary Kate has got to be so angry. Because normally if you would have somebody like NBC or NBC Sports, that's a swing and a miss upstairs. And that's 2 strikeouts for Balazovic as he comes in and does some work. But we'll go to the bottom of the seconds. KT up 4-0. Yes, so Spo TV when they broadcast, they just put a GoPro on the cheerleading stage, and that's it. That is what they do for their broadcast. But when you have NBC Sports I think it's yeah, NBC Sports has a guy that goes in the stands with a camera. KBS does sometimes. SBS doesn't anymore. But yeah, they don't do much as far as their broadcast goes. So I was like, oh, if only they had SBS, they would. The guy often goes and gets like close-ups of the cheerleaders, and I was like, Mary Kate would be so happy. But alas, they did not, and well, yeah. Mary Kate, when you gonna go to a game? You gonna go to a Hanwha Kia game? There you go. You got to make sure that the cheerleaders are even at the same team. They change teams all the time. Yeah, as that one is in there for a strike. Cuevas, 14 pitches in that first inning, pitched like I thought Guac would, and yeah, Kiwi. It was the last fan in the stands of the entire stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Big Kiwi, all way too damn tall for Korea, just hanging out in the stands, making somebody kick him out. He just was hanging out, pretending he didn't speak any Korean, so that they couldn't kick him out. But upstairs for Kang Sung Ho. And another one upstairs makes it 2-2. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to editing that whole video that I'm trying to make, as that is fouled away off the handle. Would have been ball three, but instead it's still 2-2. Kang Sung Ho, 280 on the season. And the 2-2 way up and in, and that's going to be a full count for Kang Sung Ho. First full count of the day for Cuevas. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be his first strikeout. He just needs to run the counts full, and then he gets the strikes. It's the strikeoutsies. Trying my best to keep both teams the K rates going. Trying to do as fair as possible. Ha Gyung-min will step in now. 309 on the season for the third baseman, and that's upstairs 1-0. Again, last time I saw him was when he got hit in the head by Hernandez. In the LG doubleheader, Hernandez, as he swings and misses there, Hernandez hit him in the head with a fastball, automatic ejection, and then Hernandez ended up losing the first game, but came back and got the save in the second game. The 1-1 pitch to Ha Gyung-min, and that's popped up, but out of play. 1-2. Hernandez, I believe, threw 5 pitches in the first game, and then threw more pitches in the to get the save than he did in his start earlier in the game. The 1-2 pitch that misses, and that's 2-2. Cuevas may be struggling a little bit with being able to hold on to the ball as well. Again, he's pitching in a hoodie. It has gotten drastically colder as that's outside, 3-2, and now you've got another full count. 2 straight full counts for Cuevas. Let's see if he gets the old razzle-dazzle, strike him out again as he did in his first full count of the day. Nope, that's going to foul off of his foot. And reset for another 3-2 count. Da, 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 da. I got mine out. I don't for the old preview video. It was a little warm once the lights got on you, but that's filed away also. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do some hoodie broadcasting. Not tomorrow though. Tomorrow is a 2 p.m. game here in Korea, which means you guys will, those of you watching from over in the States, will get a nice, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock midnight's playoff game. As there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's all he needs to do. Just run the counts full, and then he strikes everybody out. Not great for the old pitch count, but it's good for the old counting stats. All right, Cuevas, 29 pitches. He's going to face Kim Gi-yeon, the backstop. .278 on the season. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Big swing and a miss there. 1-2. And did he go? Home plate umpire says he did, and that is 1 strikeout, 2 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 3. As Cuevas strikes out to the side, and we will go to the top of the 3rd. And I'll be right back. That's the right one? That's the right one. Alrighty, I'm back. Balazovic back out there, I assume. Haven't seen yet. Where this good start through 2 innings. 19 pitches in that gives him 33 but running the 2 full counts easily is going to run that pitch count up. We'll see what he does as far as the rest of it. Kang Bae Ko will lead things off For the KT Wiz, he's 1 for 1 and make that 2 for 2. As for the third straight inning in 3 innings possible, KT's got the leadoff runner on base. Fooled on that, but stuck the bat out hard enough that little flip it right over the shortstop, and we'll see what happens now. Man, he wears his helmet so low. All right, OJ Hill steps in. 1 for 1. He had an RBI single in his first at bats, thrown out at home on a very bad decision. And here comes the 1-1. That's fouled straight back. 1-1. Nick, have you been past the stadium since the finale? Does it look any different? Feel any different? As the 0-1, that's fouled straight back, almost into the glove of the advertisement behind him, and that's 0-2. All right, the 0-2 to OJ Hill sets up, saying throw it in the dirt on the outside. He misses his spots, but keeps it low, and it's 1-2. And like a lot of these Korean left-handers, they tend to swing and miss at the pitches out of the strike zone pretty badly, as tries to go upstairs but misses, and it's 2-2. Tomorrow is supposed to have some rain around 2 o'clock, so hopefully there's no problems with the actual game. If there is another game, you gotta finish this one first, as that's fouled away into the old Fila zone, I believe is what it's called. You're going upstairs, 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 upstairs. Will they try to go back down and away again? I think they will. Yes, they will. Man, am I good. He misses so badly, though, as that runs the count full. 3-2. Kim Gi unable to block that, keeps Kang Bae-ko over at first base. OJ is a big strikeout guy, so he's not a guy that you particularly want to try to hit and run with. As he grounds it right back to the pitcher, and that's going to be a 3-6. Sorry, 1-6-3 double play. And just like that, you've got 2 outs. Gotta love a good old 1-6-3 comebacker for the double play. Not a lot of speed in the batter's box, so pretty easy catch and throw from the infielder. And that's going to bring up Oh Yoon Suk. He sacrificed in his first at bats, looks at ball 1 there, so he's 0-0. All right, the 1-0, that's fouled back, 1-1. Da, 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 da. And 1-1 just misses outside. 2-1. Yeah, Nick. I I still haven't even taken the clock and whatever else. Is apparently that was a strike. We didn't get to watch it, but apparently there was one in there. I didn't even. I still haven't even taken like the ball and the clock out of my bag yet. It's still stuck in there somewhere. Is the 2-2 way outside, and another full count. This is the fifth full count of the day so far for KT. The third of the game for Balazovic as he full count to Rojas got the strikeout. Full count to OJ Hill got the 1-6-3 double play, and now a full count to Oyun Sok as he fouls that away. They did use Balazovic in the out of the bullpen in his last outing of the season, so maybe they're thinking, was it Chewan Jun, maybe tomorrow if possible, and then Balazovic in the dugout again, as that's another strikeout, as both foreigners have just striking people out. As that'll be the end of KT's half of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. KT's up 4-0. Srixen. KT is almost through the lineup twice now, and still, or is it back? That's weird. But anyway, thank you guys. Josu Hang steps in, puts the bunt down right to Cuevas, who throws it to first and drops it. And he's going to stay over at first, and that should be an E5. Or sorry, E4. Will they give him an error, though? Because this is the KBO, and errors don't really count. Gotta be an error. Gotta be an E in the old E4. All right, Jung Soo Bin will step in. When did Doosan happen? Huh. All right, Jung Soo Bin And the throw over. Again, this is what I talked about in the preview show. Is this situation right here? Jo Soo Hang, 89% on the season, 64 stolen bases, 15 stolen bases against KT alone. They have the worst catcher in the league back behind. That's a strike. 0-1. Yep, they did give KT the old E4. So Jung Soo Bin bunt single in his first at bats and just scored a run back in the just that's it. And the 0-1 way outside, 1-1. Career 326 hitter in the months of September and October, but a 296 postseason. I don't know how they factor that, how they calculate all that. But here comes the 1-1 pitch, slapped away, and it's 1-2. Yeah, I will say this: of the managers in the KBO, besides Hanwha's manager, I have to think that Doosan's manager is pretty bad. Lots of the decisions he makes are not good. Doosan fans do not like him, and the fact that now he's going to have to really manage a pitching staff does not bode well for Doosan, as he's going, but fouled away. Jung Soo Bin is not a guy that is easy to strike out. He will foul off every single pitch you put near the strike zone. On the season, 72 strikeouts, 80 walks. Gotta love a leadoff man who walks more than he strikes out. And the 1-2 pitch once again. Wonder if they have a button for pitch out. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one away as he was going again. Just keep going. As he takes his time, walks. I mean, he was definitely going to be stealing that bag. That one was on Cuevas. All right, pitch number 40 of the day, pitch number 7 of this inning. All right, the 1-2 checks over at first and slides back in. OJ almost stepped on his hand and stepped on him as Cuevas knocked him back a little bit with that throw. And once again, the 1-2 pitch to Jung Soo Bin, low, 2-2. Samojit, how you been doing? I haven't talked to you for a while. Had a little bit of a break from streaming. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Jung Soo Bin again chokes way up on that bat. And goes again, but fouled away again. We are getting a lovely little battle here. You've got a guy that's gonna steal a base on first. You got a guy that doesn't want to strike out in the batter's box. That's 3 stolen bases that he's gonna have to walk back to. This will be pitch number 8 of this inning, or sorry, of this at bats. Pitch number 9 is one pitch at bats to lead off the inning. It reached on the air. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Nope. Right at the left fielder. Thought it was going to go foul, but it did not, and that is one away. As Jo Soo-hang once again had another stolen base. But he had to stop, turn back around as Kim Min-hyuk grabbed that right at the line. Jo Soo-hang is trying to catch his breath a little bit. Kim Jae-ho steps in. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Was stranded on the base pass. He's got a great song, gotta say. Kim Jae-ho. I think this is the song that doesn't stop. They just keep singing it and singing it and singing it and singing it until he gets a hit. Yep, this is it. And the 1-0 catches the top of the zone, 1-1. We'll see what happens now. Now's the chance to put him in motion again. And there he goes. Like I said, he was going to go, and safe. I think they're going to definitely check that again, because it looked like he was out. It definitely looked like he was out, as that was the perfect pitch to throw on. Is that what it was? Yep, good. Once again, piss poor infield fundamentals as he reaches and then comes back instead of meeting the ball and going down. Good call by the umpire. Excellent call by the umpire. Absolute piss poor fundamentals by middle infielders. Yep. It was the perfect pitch to throw on. As Kim Jae-ho now has a runner on scoring position. 1-2 pitch. And slaps it out. That's right at Rojas, and that's 2 away as they continue to not get a hit with runners on base. 1 for 4 in the first inning with runners on base. After the bunts, the next batter, Kim Jae-ho, ended up getting himself a single. But the next 3 batters all got outs. You got an E4, and then the next 2 batters, they're both outs, as they're now 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position and 1 for 6 with runners on base, as Jared lined out to the first baseman in his first at-bats and lays off of that upstairs pitch, and it's 1-0. 326 on the season, did get his 10th home run, almost caught up to Peraza in WAR despite only playing like 35-40 games. And the 1-0, that's down the old middle, 1-1. Lays off of that one on the inside. It's 2-1. Cuevas, 16 pitches so far this inning because of that 8-pitch at bat with Jung-Soo Bin. Looking now, it's pitch number 50 on the day. Again, he is good for 100. They're gonna want to go as long as possible, as that's fouled straight back. They're gonna want him to go obviously as long as possible for a couple of reasons. The main reason is the fact that their bullpen was used yesterday. So with the bullpen usage yesterday, and obviously they have to win this game, but they also have to think about the next game, as that's a big swing and a miss at the top of the zone. 4 strikeout on the day for Cuevas, and he is doing himself a cruise through the 3rd inning. That'll be KT up 4-0 through 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. They keep leaving anybody that they have on base. That's their 3rd runner left on base today. They are 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, and 1 for 7 with runners on base so far, as Cuevas works around the leadoff error. He's at 51 pitches so far, so we'll see. You know, obviously they'd love to get six innings from him. If they could get more, that would be even better as far as KT's views. Wong Jae-gyun will lead thing off for KT. He's 0 for 1 with a backwards K back in the 1st. And we should be coming back. Flip that one. There we go. Definitely not 2 outs yet. All right, the Wong Jae-gyun steps in. Balazovic, first pitch in there for strike 0-1. Wong Jae-gyun, 260 on the season, 13 home runs, 58 RBIs, and numerous dirty looks, as that misses 1-1. There we go. All right, the 1-1 pitch to the 3rd baseman, and he went around on that, tried to hold up, but he wasn't able to, and that's 1-2. They are no. Yeah, I guess maybe he could be the dirty look leader, as he tries to go back up high, he lays off of that one. Dirty look leader, not the crybaby leader though. That's left fielder for Samsung. And apparently he is the strikeout looking leader of the postseason, as that is his 2nd strikeout looking today. Balazovic with 4 strikeouts now out of the bullpen. I never get to use these buttons. All right, so well, 1 away. Bae Jung Dae steps in, and he singled and RBI in his first at-bat, but OJL was thrown out at home, 275 on the season. And that's down the old middle, 1-1. Swing and a misses. That pitch drops out of the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. Balazovic is pitching like the pitcher that they wish he was this whole season. They might not be playing in this game. Who might have been playing in the third place game. But here comes the 1-2 pitch to the center fielder. They're going to set up on the inside. Missed bad, way over the plates, but he just fouls it straight back. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And another foul back. As Balazovic doing his best Mary Kate impersonation of a Canadian hanging out with baseball. And the 1-2 pitch fouled back again. I still want to know what those 4 people directly behind home plate at Jomshil do. Looking at the KT Wiz, you can look not as just missed. You look at the KT fans in the in the cheer section there. Not one of them has the same uniform on. Every single one of them has random different uniforms. Why? Well, because it was outside. All right, the 2-2 pitch as he chops that one, and Balazovic getting ready to throw pitch number 40 here. Again, he came in for Guakbin, who went through the lineup one time. Did not pitch well. Gave up 2 walks and 5 hits, 5 singles. And the 2-2 fouled back as he's able to catch that high fastball, 153. And Balazovic couldn't believe that he caught that. Does he go back to it? I would go back to it right here. I would go back to that high fastball once again. You got a 2-2 count. He was just able to get it, but nope, they're going to go outside. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts out of the bullpen for Balazovic. Maybe they should have started him instead of the old Guakbin. All right, Shimu Jun steps in. He walked in his first at-bat and looks at strike one on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. 266 on the season. 28 home runs for the shortstop. And that's misses upstairs. 1-1. 154 on the old radar gunner. And beautiful looking pitch right there. Catches the top of the zone. And the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Did he go? He did not. And this is what I keep talking about. So the way the rule states is that if the home plate umpire wants help, he can ask for help. But in the KBO, the catcher points down to the first baseman, or the first base umpires. That's lifted up, right fielder under it, and that's 3 away. Another 1-2-3 inning. And we will go to the 5th inning. KT up. Sorry, the bottom of the 4th. What am I doing? Wrong buttons. Oh, yeah. What I was talking about is so like in the KBO, they pretty much follow the same as the MLB rules. You know, the rule states that the umpire is supposed to ask for help if he needs it or if he wants it. But in the KBO, the catcher often points to the first or the third base umpire, and then they make the call. But multiple times I've seen the home plate umpire shake his head no, and then the first base umpire, the third base umpire still makes the call, but they just agree with the call from the home plate umpire. If the home plate umpire was saying, no, I don't want your help, then the first or the third base umpire shouldn't be making the call at all. He should just be standing there. There's no consistency whatsoever from anybody in the KBO as far as the get this right here as in terms of the different umpires and making sure that the rules are followed and done the same way throughout the whole entire league. But Kim Jae-won will step in now. He grounded out to the first baseman and looks at strike one. Cuevas 51 pitches through the first 3 innings and catches the outside corner there. Kim Jae-won is a strikeout-prone individual. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and we're having a strikeout party. Bring your Ks, everybody. Hopefully I've got enough. Five Ks each for the old foreign right-handers. Yang Sung-won steps in, the 6-3 ground out to end the first inning in his first at-bats, and spins away as that one misses inside, 1-0. All right, the 1-0, that one, as he spins away, is inside the strike zone, 1-1. And the 1-1 misses inside. He is going inside, 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 inside. With that slider. Wonder if that kid had to pay full price for a ticket. All right, the 2-1 swing and a miss and a beautiful pirouette as he is auditioning for a nutcracker position. All right. That is ripped right at the left fielder, and 2 away. Big time pitching from Cuevas. 59 pitches through 4 2/3. Sorry, I guess that's 3 2/3. And just catches the outside with that slider as it starts in the right in the middle, and then it cuts out at the last parts. Año. Solo un poco de español. All right, the 0-2 pitch. And fouled away, stays 0-2. And the 0-2 runs way inside. In the description, it tells you how. SOOPlive.com. SOOPlive.com. You can watch outside of Korea. So Kang Sung Ho, the 1-2 pitch coming up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And did he go around there? I think he did. And he did. And that is strikeout number 6 for Cuevas. And we'll go to... No. My buttons aren't working anymore. That's not good. As we will go to the top of the 5th. See if I'll do this. I'm gonna try my Spanish accents. De direcciones en la descripción de la corriente. My 2 semesters of Spanish floating around as I probably butchered that, but luckily Papago also translates English to Spanish. But we're back. We've got the top of the 5th. De nada. All right, Kim Min-hyuk will step in and looks at ball 1. Kim Min-hyuk 0 for 0 with a sacrifice in his last at-bat. A walk in his first. And looks at strike 1 on the outside, 1-1. And that's going to be a chopper. Shortstop grabs, throws, and 1 away. Big time Balazovic. Big time Balazovic. That's what they're going to start calling him from now on. Wow. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The league is much weaker this year. The same win-loss record last year was good for 5th. It was 4th this year as Rojas looks at ball 1 on the inside. And And fouls that one away. 1-1. Da, 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 da. And the 1-1 fouled back as he just gets a piece of that. So 1-2, and the umpire is going to come around, dust off the old plates, make sure it's nice and pretty for the robot to be able to see where the strike zone is. All right, so Rojas looking like a highlighter, threw up all over his shoes and arms. I feel like I really feel like his shoes are like a green, but his sleeve is like a yellow. I feel like they don't match. His shoelaces green? Yeah, those are green. That's like a green highlighter, fluorescent green, and then he's got the yellow highlighter. Yellow highlighter arm sleeve and elbow and shin guard. Gonna have to check the official scoring guide on whether or not that is allowed in the fashion world. As you can tell, I am pretty fashion conscious myself. With my Laconia Muskrats hat. All right, Rojas, the 2-2 pitch. And just gets a piece of that. Second baseman grabs it, throws, and that's 2 away. As Balazovic has been doing some damage. He came in, he has faced the minimum. Did give up a single, but eliminated that with a double play. And so a sacrifice, 2 strikeouts, a single, a double play, a strikeout, 2 more strikeouts, flyouts, 2 groundouts, and Jang Sung-woo looks at strike 1 on the outside. So he has faced 11 after coming in out of the bullpen, and he has retired 11. As the 0-1 pitch, that is another strike. 0-2. Da, 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 da. All right, to the 0-2 pitch. Goes up high, swing and a miss, and another strikeout. 6 strikeouts on the day out of the bullpen for Balazovic. And my good old bear sound effects are getting plenty of use today. Balazovic, where did this come from? And against KT, he hadn't actually pitched against KT. But he did pitch much better at home. 3.68 ERA versus on the road a 4.88. His biggest blowups were day games. And I actually thought I was preparing for a preview in case this series does go to a 2-game series. I was looking. He's pitched in 12 games, 11 starts, 6 starts at home, 6 starts during the day. When he starts during the day, he's got a 6.75 ERA when he starts those 2 p.m. games. So maybe that's what they're thinking is, we're not going to have him start a 2 p.m. game because he absolutely is awful during 2 p.m. games. But we all know that these KBO managers don't actually check out that stuff. All right. Cuevas, 1-2-3 inning, last inning with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Hog Young Min will step in. He struck out. He's the second strikeout up there. Struck out swinging with a full count. Pitch number 65 for Cuevas on the day, and that's just misses inside. And the 1-0, that one catches the outside corner, 1-1. Easiest way to shut down the Doosan run game is to not let them on base. Apparently, they read Coaching for Dummies. And the 1-1, that's fouled away. Give the Doosan fans in the cheer section, or next to the cheer section, little souvenir for their troubles of having to use Interpark to get themselves some tickets. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Cuevas to Hog Young Min, and that lifted into center field. Bae Jung Dae under it, and 1 away. Bae Jung Dae came running on in to make the play. Da, 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 da. All right, Kim Gi-yeon now steps in, 278 on the season. Struck out part of that 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks back in the second inning for Cuevas. And looks, it's strike 1 at the bottom of the zone. He does not look happy at the fact that it caught the bottom third of this zone. Right down the old middle. And the 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2. Do they do the Hanwha? Everybody knows what the Hanwha is. That's when you got an 0-2 count, right-hander facing a right-hander. You throw it in the other batter's box. They do throw it in the other batter's box. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Hanwha. Gotta love the 0-2 pitch, right-hander to right-hander. Throw it in the other batter's box. And it's 1-2. That one is almost to the other batter's box, and now it's 2-2. How do they go? What do they go here? What do they go here? Do they go fastball up? Nope. No problem, man. Enjoy. Left and under. It's 2 away. All right, going to the bottom of the lineup, Josu Heng. He was the last base runner that Doosan has had, and he reached on an error. And the first pitch is ball 1 upstairs, 1-0. And that's in there for a strike right down the old middle, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Josu Heng catches the bottom of the zone, and it's a 1-2. Cuevas is working fast. This is what I love about PitchCom. Again, they don't use it. Everybody doesn't use it, but give the pitcher, he gets it, he sets himself, and then he goes. As they make me look stupid as now there's time called. And here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, stays 1-2. 76 pitches now for Cuevas, 77 on that's foul ball, so 78 pitches coming up here for Cuevas. Again, he easily throws 100. Can throw a little bit more. He is on slightly shorter rest, though. But I believe his last outing, he only threw 3 innings. Almost positive he only threw 3 innings. He's on 5 days rest. Yeah, he threw 3.1 innings and 57 pitches, so plenty of rest pretty much for him. Is that it's almost like a bullpen session. Is that catches the top of the zone, and that is strikeouts number 7 for Cuevas. Is this is becoming a ridiculous foreign K-Fest, as we will head to the bottom of the 5th. No. That was the bottom of the 5th? Really? Good Lord. That means it's time for a break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Alright, we are about back. Balazobic is done for the day, so we're getting rid of this stuff. Oops, I hope that was the right one. So, Egyo Hoon on the mound now. Uh-oh. That's not good. As that is Ball one. Kong Baeko out on the mound. Or sorry, Kong Baeko looks at ball one. He is. I gotta rechange this here. Is again, I just lost some work here. Just give me 1 second as I get my stuff all back up and going. All right, there we go. I think that should be good. There we go. All right, Kong Baeko, the looks at ball 3, 3-0. Kong Baeko, 2 singles on the day, 2 for 2. Hopefully everything is working. Sound is every once in a while it just goes out and says good luck. All right, the 3-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike, 3-1. And the 3-1 ball 4. Wasn't too sure, but it did not apparently catch the edge of the zone. And Kong Baeko was the last base runner to reach for KT. I singled and was erased on a 1-6-3 double play, and now he's back on base for the 3rd time today. OJ Hill steps in, grounded into that 1-6-3 double play in his last at bats, an RBI single in his first 1 for 2 on the day. Lefty on lefty matchup here, as that's what they're going for Doosan, as that's in there for a strike. Doosan with 2 whole hits today. Both of those were in the first inning by the first 2 batters. All right, the 0-1 pitch to OJ. And in the dirt's 1-1. Number 99. Apparently, if you have number 99, you have to be left-handed. Left-handed pitchers are only allowed to wear number 99. And the 1-1 sets up on the outside, way up and in, and that's 2-1. Good Lord. That was nowhere near a strike zone. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch to OJ Hill. Kong Baeko over on first after the walk, and foul. Nope, lifts that one. Jared Young giving chase over right by the line, grabs it, and throws back to first, but gets away and trying to make a big play. Almost cost them a base. Is that fly out to left? Kong Baeko was way off of the line, or way off of the bag. He was all the way to the round part of the dirt by the grass at second base. Turned around to come back, and the throw from Jared was not good. And that'll be it for the pitcher, as again, they were just bringing in a lefty to face the 2 lefties, and we'll have ourselves another pitching change. And the 2 hour and 15 minutes first 5 innings is going to be another 2 hours and 15 minutes for the final 4. As we will have pitcher number 4 for Doosan here. The Young Ha will come out. So they will go with the right-hander now to face the right-handers. So KT, Oh Yoon Suk, Wang Jae-gyun, Bae Jung Dae, all right-handers, as so is Shim Yoo-jun. Top of the lineup, Kim Min-hyuk is left-hander. Rojas is switch hitter. Jang Sung-woo, right-hander. Kang Baeko, OJ left-hander. So quite a few right-handed hitters on this KT lineup, or in this KT lineup. So Lee Young Ha, 59 games, 65.1 innings, 5 wins, 4 losses, 5 holds, 2 saves, 3.99 ERA, 59 strikeouts, 36 walks, and 4 home runs given up. I like that they're giving us the old home runs given up stats in the broadcast this time, because home runs were way up on the season. Again, talking about the home run leader, which will be Davison. He hit, I believe 45 homers on the season, 46 homers on the season. Last year's winner, last year's home run king, or home run Wong, home run king, was No Shiwan for Hanwha, who hit 31. This year, 31 would have put him at 8th, just ahead of Kim Jae-won. But Oh Yoon Suk will step in. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a good old bunt that did nothing. And that will be in there for a strike. 293 on the season. And that bunt did move the runners over to second and third, but didn't really do anything because it actually ended up costing them an outs on the hits. And the 0-1, did he go? I don't think he went. They'll check, but no, they won't. And that's 1-1. All right. Da, 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 da. The 1-1 pitch to Oh Yoon Suk. And he was going, but fouled back and not able to make the play, and it's 1-2. Not paying any attention to Kang Bae Ko over at first. He was had the base stolen. He had to stop and turn around as he heard the contact with the bats. And we'll see what happens here. See if they let him go again. Kang Bae Ko is, he has surprising speed. Not fantastic speed by any means. He does have 6 stolen bases in 8 attempts, so a 750 stolen base percentage. Is that right? Did I do my math right? I think I did my math right. As he steps off the back of the mound. Hits the old rosin bag, touches his hand, blows on it, touches his shirts, basically gets rid of any rosin that was ever on his hand. And now we've got a 1-2 pitch still. Sets up on the outside. Swing and a miss. And bear sound. Roar. I don't have any wizard sounds. I don't know. What does a wizard sound like? This is as close as I got. That's how I imagine a donkey or a wizard sound. But anyway, we've got Wong Jae-gyun. He is apparently he bought a ticket to come to this game, is what I understand, because he's got 2 at bats and both of them are strikeouts looking. So I think he paid to actually just watch the game. But what do I know? All right. And the 1-0, he definitely went around. Did he not go around? Wow. Can't believe they didn't appeal. He looked like he went around to me. But he didn't, because my angle is not very good. The angle of wherever the camera looks at. All right, the 2-0 pitch to the third baseman. Lee Young Ha. That is definitely a strike. On the outside corner, 2-1. All right, so the 2-1 pitch to Wang Jae-gyun. And that runs inside and runs the count to 3-2. Like I said, he just bought a ticket to watch the game. He's not going to swing. All right, 3-2 pitch. Sorry, 3-1 pitch. Wang Jae-gyun 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts looking on the day, and that runs inside, and they've got runners on first and second now. With 2 walks here in this inning, a leadoff walk to Kang Bae-ko, and now another walk to Wang Jae-gyun. Bae Jung-dae, right-hander on deck, will be stepping into the batter's box. All right, Bae Jung-dae steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. RBI single in his first at bat, struck out in his second at bat. 2 outs, 2 runners on, 4-0 KT here in the 6th inning. And did he go around? He did. Again, the umpire did not ask for call. The catcher did. Yeah, we'll give him that. He went. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Goes upstairs. Didn't go around on that one, though. This is something that Doosan has been doing to the KT batters. They have been using that high fastball that's, if you've been in my broadcast all season, you know how much I've been asking for the high fastball all season long. But Doosan is using it today against KT as the 1-1. That's not a high fastball. That is, in fact, thrown into the dirt, and it's 2-1. Da, 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 da. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Bae Jung-dae, center fielder, 1 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss at a pitch way at the bottom of the zone. What is he throwing? Slider, fastball. Fastball, slider. Slider, fastballs. Only throws 2 pitches. Slider, fastball. Fastball right around 150. Slider 130 to 135. Sets up on the outside, and he gets him with another slider, and that will leave 2 runners on base as they once again do not hit well with runners on base, going 0 for 3 with runners on and 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, though. Cuevas should be back out. We'll see what happens. Let's see, they left 2 on there. That's 4 that they've left on the day. Cuevas back out. He has been what you would say, how do you translate this to English? Dominating. 7 strikeouts, 79 pitches through the first 5 innings. Gave up 2 hits to start the game. Since then, the only other base runners he has had was an error. So we'll see. We should be back. I like to be a little ahead of the old the broadcast. 7Ks up there on the screen if you're in the vertical. Sorry, you don't get Ks. I don't have enough room up there. All right, Cuevas back out there. 79 pitches, like I said. In the 6th inning, you may be asking yourself, how does he pitch in the 6th inning? Well, it's his worst inning. Nope, second worst. 281 is what they're hitting against him. Jung-Soo Ben will lead off the inning and looks at strike 1 down the middle. Okay. So Jung-Soo Ben 1 for 2 on the day. Started the game off with a bunt single, but was stranded over at third, and that's a strike 2 on the outside. And Jung-Soo Ben is not the easiest guy to strike out. I still feel like he's a guy that you've got to have him guess one thing and throw the other. As in, you're not gonna blow something past him unless he's really thinking slider. Is right there again, fouls off the 146, even up high. Not something that he's dropping the bat down. He's not going to chase stuff way out of the zone. You're not going to fool him with that off-speed stuff. So here we go. The 0-2 pitch once again, and that's misses way upstairs. 1-2. Jung-Soo Ben in his last at-bat, I believe he has 7 pitch at-bats back in the 3rd inning. He flew out to... Let's see. Yes, sorry, 8 pitch at bats. He flew out to left field at the time. And the 1-2, that's going to be a single past the diving second baseman. And he is on base for the 2nd time. And he has got 2 of the 3 hits for Doosan. He is so good at the top of the lineup. He is your typical old school guy who, you know, is going to hit close to 300. He's going to be on base of 350 as he's going to walk. He's going to steal bases. He plays good defense in center field, runs the bases well. He's not going to hit a ton of home runs. He's got a couple, though, mainly because he beats up on Hanwha. But in steps Kim Jae-ho. He is 1 for 2 on the day with that single in the 1st inning. Since then, he flew out to right in his last at-bats. And looks at strike 1 there, 0-1. KT fans, if you're watching, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're asking. Is this guy hit into a lot of double plays? Well, he's been in the league since 2004, so he's hit into 144 in his life, and that is a ball 1. This season, he's hit into 4, but he's only played in 57 games, so he is definitely somebody who can hit into a couple double plays. Does have 79 stolen bases in his career. He's been thrown out 40 times. So, not the greatest amount of speed, but one of the best cheer songs. Yeah, nothing you can deny about that. That's upstairs, 2-1. 87 pitches now for Cuevas. Cuevas. I always, do I pronounce it like I'm American? Do I pronounce it like I'm reading the Korean? Or do I pronounce it like it should be pronounced in Venezuela? As swing and a miss there, 2-2. Strikeout here would be huge for Cuevas. That would bring up Jared. All right. 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back as Jung-Soo Ben was on the move once again. As far as striking out, Kim Jae-ho, 23 strikeouts on this season. 23 strikeouts and 126 at bats. Not a guy who strikes out a lot, so obviously putting him in motion, probably not a bad idea. He's gonna foul some pitches off and not gonna have to really worry about to strike him out, to throw him out to double play. The 2-2 pitch pops it up. Catcher flips the mask off, but just grabs it and throw over to first. And one away. Not the strikeout he was looking for, but that will do what Cuevas wants, and one away. Right up against the netting. Again, what is that girl jumping out of the way for? You got a camera in front of you, girl. Jamshil was, I believe, built in, I want to say 1985. I'm going to say 1985. That's what I'm going to go with. 1985. Around the back, they have a bunch of netting in front of everything, which is, I'm not entirely sure why they need the netting extra. But they do, and Jared steps in, looks at a strike on the very bottom outside corner. He is not he is not happy about that. That is a beautiful, beautiful strike if you're a pitcher. If you're a hitter, you're saying, why do we have this stupid robot umpire? But anyway, here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that misses. That's a 1-1 now. Jung-Soo Ben might be on the move. Jared does hit into some double plays. He hits the ball hard. He lined out to the first baseman in his first at-bats, and then struck out in his last, 0 for 2 on the day. And a 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball past the infield. Jung-Soo Ben is going to go first to third, and they've got themselves some runners on the bases, and they've got another hit with runners on base. We'll see if they can get their first hit of the day with runners in scoring position. They are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position so far today. That is their second hit of the day with runners on base. They are now, let's see, 2 for 9 with runners on base. Doesn't help that Cuevas has been cruising pretty well in 3 innings. 93 pitches for Cuevas. That's his 4th hits. He's given up 2 hits in the first inning, 2 hits in the 6th inning. He wants a new baseball. He doesn't want that one. It's got germs on it. All right. Again, the 6th inning is what gets everybody, which gets the pitchers. Kim Jae-won steps in now. He is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the first baseman in his first at-bat, struck out in his last at-bat back in the 4th inning. Runners on first and third now for the Doosan DH. And looks at strike one. He is definitely a man that will hit into some double plays, and he is definitely a guy that will strike out. 168 strikeouts on the season. That is good for number 1 in the league. I don't know if that's something you want to lead the league in, but he is leading the league, or did lead the league in strikeouts. 138 games, 168 strikeouts. far as double plays, he hit into 8 of them. So when he's not hitting home runs, when he's not hitting doubles, he's hitting into double plays. And the 0-1 at misses low, 1-1. All right. 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside and fouls. That's one straight back, making it 1-2. I don't know how much speed Jared has. He does have 4 stolen bases on the season. Like, it's almost like, would they want to put him in motion here just to keep it out of the double play? But the 1-2 pitch, Kim Jae-won versus Cuevas. Cuevas pitch number 97, and that misses way upstairs, 2-2. 18 pitches this inning. I have to imagine that they want him to face Yang Sung-won, who's 0 for 2, who's a right-hander on deck, as they will get into the right-handers next. And that's a swing, and the catcher's not able to hold on to it, and that was a swing and a tip into the catcher's mat, or into the catcher's glove, but it drops out of the bottom, and that is massive, as he had the strikeouts, but not able to catch it as it hits off of the edge of the webbing of the catcher's glove. The catcher's mitt. Why would I call it a catcher's glove? My first day watching baseball. All right, the 2-2 pitch, first and second, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we like to call the strikeout looking, and a massive, massive one at that. That might be it for him. We'll see. 8 strikeouts now for Cuevas. Not a good start. 2 straight batters reached when he started this game. He is locked in, zoned in. He's going to face Yang Sung-won, who should be his last batter. Pitch number 100 coming up. Yang Sung-won, 246 on the season, 107 RBIs, but he's 0 for 2 on the day, and he's hitting about $150 in his postseason career. As Cuevas missed real bad on that one. Right at 100 pitches now, missed real bad inside. With runners on first and third, he's hitting 167 on the season. We'll see what happens here. Is Cuevas being able to get 6 full innings for KT would be huge, as that's a swing and a miss at ball 2. It's 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on ball 3, 1-2. One thing I will say that I really like watching, that's, again, I'm not a big fan of the KT catcher, Jang Sung-woo, just because of the whole Hanwha fiasco thingy. But I will say he sets up really late, which is something that I complain a lot about with Hanwha's catchers, is they set up so early, they telegraph the location of the pitch way before the pitcher's even getting ready. But here, Jang Sung-woo, now he's going to telegraph this, that it's a pitch way up, and that's a swing and a miss to end his day. as he strikes out number 9, throws his hands up in the air, says, "Let's go. Let's go." Cuevas, big time. Like I said, is he a big time gamer? Is he a big time pitcher? He's showing today that he might be. As they strand 2 more, and once again, they go 1 for 4 with runners on base, but again, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. They are now 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They are 2 for 11 with just runners on base today. Big time, as Cuevas has been able to shut them down. Once they get runners on, they've stranded 5 guys on base so far today. So big, Cuevas, huge. But Kim Kong-yul will step in and take over the pitching duties. Not for KT, but for Doosan. Cuevas, that should be his final line. I have to think. It's the 103 pitches, 72 for strikes, 4 hits, 0 walks, 9 strikeouts, no runs in a must-win game for KT. Kim Kong-yul, 53 games, 42 innings, 2 wins, 2 losses, 12 holds, 1 save, 3 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 1 outfield souvenir. Coming in stepping in for KT will be Shimujun. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He walked in his first at-bats and then flew out to right in his last at-bats. 0 for 1 in the 9 spots for the shortstop for KT. And looks at ball 1 low, 1-0. Da, 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 da. All right, the 1-0 pitch. And just misses outside at 2-0. All right, the 2-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. 2-1. Bottom of the order here. So gonna have a number 9 and then flip over to Kim Min-hyuk and Rojas to work through this 7th inning. And that's outside. 3-1. Three-one pitch from Kim Kong-yul to Shimujun. Pops it up, second baseman under it, and 1 away. So 1 away, flip the lineup back over. Kim Min-hyuk will step in now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, a sacrifice bunt, and then a 6-3 ground out in his last at bats back in the 5th inning. Righty. The most open stance of the KBO is, again, he literally his front foot's near the back of the batter's box, near the front line of the batter's box. about I want to say a bat head width from the line to his foot, but the heel of his right foot is even closer to the outside line of the batter's box. He just real wide open stance for the left fielder for KT. One of the most wide open stances that I see in the KBO. There are a couple that EG Young, the catcher for SSG, has a kind of a strange stance where he almost faces the pitcher too. But fly ball to right field, Josu Hang under it, and 2 away. KT, they'll trade outs here as they're almost trying to get this game done and over with before Doosan can mount too much. Rojas will step in. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He singled in his first at bat, scored a run, struck out in the second, and a 4-3 ground out in his last at bat. 2 big homers yesterday, though. And looks at strike 1 down the middle. I feel like I have to have Rojas's. Right? Yeah. Vamos Rojas. Vamos Rojas. Vamos Rojas. Vamos Rojas. Vamos Rojas. Vamos Rojas. Vamos. Fighting. All right, so the 1-1 pitch and lays off of that. His other one is, I don't know what his other one is. And that's in there for strike 2-2. Definitely not one of the. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the foreigner songs. Like Rojas's, it literally just says his name: Rojas, 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 Rojas. That's so lame and boring. At least his first one has got some Spanish in it. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that's gonna be another 4-3 ground out, and that'll end KT's top half of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. KT hanging on to that 4-0 lead as they have not had a hit since the 3rd inning. The single erased by the double play. 5 of their hits all came in the 1st inning, which scored those 4 runs. Since the 1st inning, they've had 1 hit and 3 walks. They've also stranded 4 on the base pass. So, Doosan, KT, can they get something going? Or what's going on? Balazovic again came in and pitched extremely well in from the bullpen. 4 innings from him, 58 pitches, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts in just 4 innings. Obviously, Cuevas is the man of the evening so far. We'll see how the rest of the game goes, but who's coming in to replace him? That's the question now. Kim Min is coming in, and Kim Min, interesting. We'll see what happens. I believe the last game he pitched in, he was not a pretty one. Oh, what? Okay, so Sung. Ah, okay. So let me explain this to anybody who is watching at home that doesn't understand Korean. Uh, Kim Min is pitching, but he is wearing Sung Baek's uniform. So he's wearing. It is not Sung Baek who started yesterday's game, but they yeah he's wearing his uniform today. As that is in there for a ball, 1-1. Kang Sung Ho or Kang Sung Ho 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and it's 1-1 right now. As that's fouled away, 1-2. We'll get rid of all of these K's for Cuevas. Put the old K's away for the day. All right, 1-2 pitch coming up, bottom of the 7th here. Doosan trying to get a comeback now that they're away from Cuevas. The shortstop, the throw, head first slide once again, and that is 1 away. Shimu Jun way deep in the hole, going over to his right, backhands it, steps, throws, one hops it. OJL, the one-handed scoop. Again, the head first slide from Korean baseball players. I just don't understand it. You see it at least once a game. Apparently, they still are not aware that it's not smart. But Hog Young-min steps in now. He's 0 for 2 also on the day. He struck out in his first at-bats and flew out to center field in his second at-bats. And the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. All right, 1-2, 1 out, and that is in there for a strike on the inside as he spins away, but catches the inside corner of the zone. I wonder, do they give a roster for the day? Yeah. All right, the 1-2. Woo! That was a defensive play there by the catcher as he jumps out of the way. So, and KT, surprising. KT has Sung Baek on the roster, so maybe they're going to think that he might pitch in out of the bullpen. But the 2-2 pitch to Hog Young-min now. Kim Min versus Hog Young-min, and that's ball 3. Full counts now. Second full count of the day for Hog Young-min. Third of the day for Doosan. Doosan has struck out in the first 2 full counts that they've faced. And fouls that away. Stays 3-2. So again, there is a possibility of some rain tomorrow around 2 o'clock, which again is the game time for those of you that live outside of Korea. That's again 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So midnight baseball, 11 p.m. baseball, depending on where you live in the States. I don't know the rest of the time zones, sorry. Because that's going to be a single through the left side, and they've got another hit. 6 hits for KT, 5 of them coming in the first inning, 1 since then, and then Doosan now with their 5th hits. They had 2 hits in the last inning. But again, they just haven't been able to hit once they get guys on. They've left 5 on. They're 2 for 11 with runners on base and 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. We'll see what happens here. As now we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Kim Gi-yun is no longer going to be in. We're going to have a pinch hitter here. I'll get this changed. Iyu-chan. So interesting. I talked about this in the preview video a little bit about Yang Iji. So Iyu-chan will step in now. Let me. .277 on the season for the pinch hitter. As ball 1. Yang Iji. Again, he's on the playoff roster for this, as that'll be it for Kim Min, I believe, as he tried to get the ball back. Again, I talked to, like, he didn't pitch, he hasn't pitched well. SSG, he, you know, faced 2 batters, walked 1, gave up 2 runs. He really has not pitched well. I don't know why they're using him in a situation like that, but they finally came to their senses, and after that ball, they are going to make a pitching change in the middle of an at-bat here. So we'll see who they bring in here. So Iyu-chan is pinch hitting. I will be right back, so don't worry. All right, Son Dong-hyun on the mound now for KT. So I'm not sure if it's because he gave up the hits and then threw a ball, or if it's the pinch hitter here, what it is. But they're going to another righty here. I don't know that much about. It's not like they're going to a sidearm or anything. They just go to a different righty who throws the first pitch in there for a strike, 145. So, yeah, interesting. Righty, and another righty, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. As he checks swing, fouls that away, and it's 1-2. On first is Hog Young-min, who singled. He can steal a base here or there or over anywhere. 5 stolen bases on the season, has been caught once. As far as career, 125 stolen bases. And the 1-2 pitch coming up. Third pitcher of the day for KT. And that's misses low. 2-2 as the big puff of rosin flies out, trying his best Jangmin Jae impersonation. As a pinch hitter, he's 1 for 3 on the season. Normally, he is a starting second baseman. He started a bunch as Kang Sung Ho, I believe, was injured for a bit. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, a huge strikeout there. All right, 2 down now. Josu Heng will step in for Doosan once again. No hits once they get guys on. Nope, we're going to have another pinch hit. No, never mind. Okay, Josu Heng still in. As he fouls that one. No. Shortstop under it. One pitch, catches it in foul territory, and once again, they just cannot get hits whenever they got runners on. They can get them on, but that's all they can do is they go 0 for 2 with runners on base and leave another one. They've left 6 on so far as they've gone 2 for 13 with runners on base. We will go, well, I wonder if we'll have, so we'll have a little bit of changes here as EU-chan obviously is not a catcher. We'll see who takes over for him. I'm going to imagine that Kim Kong-ryul will also come out. We will see what we have there. This game is, it started out with so much excitement, right? Like, that's what everybody wants to see, you know, that, you know, if you're a KT fan, this is the best game ever. But if you're a Doosan fan or any other fan, you would really love to see a, you know, 14-11 game, which I think is what we're gonna have tomorrow if it ends like this. All right, Lee Byung-hyun, 77 games, 65 and 1/3 innings, 6 wins, 1 loss, 22 holds, 1 save, 2.89 ERA, 57 strikeouts, 34 walks, and 3 home runs given up as he takes over on the mound. Ooh, Yang E.G. back behind the plates. We'll see. Again, this is the guy what I talked about earlier. You know, he obviously wasn't able to play. Maybe he's not able to swing the bats or something, but I would think with a collarbone, catching would be worse. As that's his ball 1 to Jang Sang-woo. Jang Sang-woo, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts and a single and an RBI. He is the owner of the game-winning hits currently. We'll see how it plays out through the rest of the game. And here comes the 1-0 pitch, misses inside, 2-0. One thing I wish they would do on broadcasts is I wish they would talk about what kind of pitches these relievers throw. As the 2-0 pitch misses low, 3-0. They rarely talk about, and there's never a stat shown up that talks about what kind of pitches the pitcher throws. All right, the 3-0 pitch. That's ball 4. 4 pitches, 4 balls, And they've got another runner on base. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of the 8 innings have started with a runner on base for KT. Right, Kangbae Ko steps in now. He's been on base all 3 times, 2 for 2 with a RBI single, an RBI, and then a walk in his last at bat. The DH for KT, as that catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Now they're getting into the a couple of the lefties. You got Kangbae Ko lefty, OJ lefty. And that's going to be a chopper. First baseman grabs it, tosses, barely gets first. What the heck was that? Did he get hurt? What's he on the... it looked like maybe he lost it in the light or something. It was a very, very strange looking play. Good thing the pitcher was thinking, yeah, that was real strange. And will we get another pitching change? And we will. So another pitching change, because 1 is not enough. Let's get more. And the next guy coming in is the guy that I was talking about earlier that I thought might start tomorrow, Chaewon Jun. I'm really confused at this point. So I thought Balazovic would start tomorrow. And yeah, this is exactly what they're talking about now on the broadcasts. 24 games, we'll just stay with it. 24 games, 110 innings, 6 wins, 7 losses, 6.46 ERA, 72 strikeouts, 34 walks, 21 home runs given up. I thought that so my original thought was, again, Kwok Bin starts today, and then if there's another game, Balazovic would start tomorrow. But Balazovic came in and pitched the 2nd through the 5th inning. Pitched fantastic. So my next thought was Chaewon Jun, would be the pitcher tomorrow. But now Chaewon Jun is pitching here. And I'm not entirely sure. I guess they're going to go Chae Sung-yong, the lefty tomorrow. That's the only person I can think of. Yeah, they've got to go with Chae Sung-yong tomorrow. All right, Kim Min-hyuk, OJ will have a pinch hitter here. So Chun Sung-ho. All right. Chun Sung-ho, 295 on the season. He's 2 for 10 on the season as a pinch hitter. As I will try to get this caught up for you guys. And the 1-0 in the dirts, and it's 2. No, he was in the... He's been pitching out of the bullpen. He pitched out of the bullpen yesterday, too. Yeah, he's pitched out of the bullpen the last few days, actually, the last few games. As that is in there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, Go Young Pyo. Yeah, yesterday as that's fouled straight back 2-2. Yeah, Go Young Pyo yesterday pitched 1.2 innings through 18 pitches, gave up 1 hit, which was a souvenir for the crowd. And the 2-2 pitch. And that's way upstairs, 3-2. Yeah, I could see them Go Young Pyo, and then man, would they use their closer? As that is going to be ball 4. So they did use their closer yesterday. Do they use their closer today if they're still up 4-0? You know, this is some of the things I wouldn't use my closer because I would want to make sure that he's ready for tomorrow in a 4-run game. Now, if they were to score a run, obviously I would bring the closer in. But you got to think that there's got to be somebody that can get some outs. But Oh Yoon Suk steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. 2 strikes. Did that hit him? Just missed him inside. That's 1-0. Woo! All right, it's 1-0 pitch coming up here. Runners on first and second. Both of them via the walk. As swing and a miss at ball 2. It's 1-1. Da, 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 da. All right. The 1-1 misses outside at 2-1. Who is Doosan's other catcher? Park Min Jun. He has played in 5 games. He is 21 years old. All right, the 2-1 lays off of it. He would have walked if he wouldn't have swung at that other pitch. And it's now big time pitch coming up here. 3-1. Ball 4. Good thing they changed pitchers. Bases loaded for the league leader in dirty looks. League leader in dirty looks coming up with the bases loaded. Well, he doesn't have any grand slams this season. I think I just clicked on the wrong person. But 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts looking and a walk. He on the season with the bases loaded, he is hitting a very robust 158. Very similar to his batting average against Doosan, as that is fouled away 0-1. There we go. Finally, they get the stats up on the screen that I've already talked about. Bases loaded, 158, 3 for 19. I think, what did I say? He was 158 against Doosan this season also. That's gone way down, and that's ball 1 outside. 1-1. I wish they'd flash up how many career grand slams he has. And the 1-1 pitch, Chaewon Jun versus Wang Jae-gyun, and that is ball 2. 2-1. They're gonna walk in a couple runs here, as the Doosan bullpen surprisingly is good. The Doosan. So this is the thing: is the Doosan bullpen actually has the best ERA in the league, as that's going to be a 4.63 dirty look double play as he continues to flirt with the half Mendoza line. Ground into a double play with a bases loaded. That is rough. As they go 0 for 2 with the they are now 0 for the day with runners on base after the first inning. The first inning, they went 5 for 6 with runners on base and 4 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Since then, with that at bat, they've gone 0 for 8 with runners on base, and they've gone 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. That's the second double play that they've hit into today. As, yeah. So we'll see what happens here. Do they bring in Go Young Pyo? Do they could the KBO app be any farther behind? Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Walks the bases loaded, then gets them to ground into a 4.63 double play. We should be coming back. I'm ready. Whenever we get back, I'm ready. Jung Soo Bin will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th here. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Stepping in. Who's on the mound? Yep. All right, Song Dong Hyun is still out there. What else? Have to have some changes as Oh Yoon Suk moves to first, and Chun Sung Ho will move to second. So let me get that change for you guys, as that's fouled away, makes it 0-2. Kim Song-soo is over in second base. Oh Yoon Suk moves over to first. That is not what the other thing says, but the 0-2 pitch is fouled away once again. Kim Song-soo. All right, Jung Soo Bin, the 0-2 pitch that's slapped right at the third baseman, gets up, throws, and 1 away. Trying to make up for that 4.63 double play. And what else we got? We've got to have some more changes here somewhere, right? All right. Oh. So I got to get everything situated. Kim Jae-ho, 1 for 3, and that's going to be a liner right to the third baseman, and that's 2 away. Quickly, 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th is third baseman is trying to make it up. And Jared Young steps in. He's 1 for 3, singled in his last at bats, rips that one right back at the screen, and it's 0 1. Lined out to the first baseman in his first at bats, then struck out in his seconds and singled in his last at bats, almost exactly where he lined out to the first baseman at. But in the first game, or the first inning, it was as he fouls that one back. First inning, there was runners on first and second, so the first baseman wasn't holding the runner at first, which means he was off the bag a little bit, which allowed him to be able to, make the catch. But then in the last at bats, back in the sixth inning, runner on first, he had to hold him, so he didn't have the same space over off the bag, and single was able to get through. His fouls that one away, 0-2. KT's closer is warming up in the bullpen right now, so they are going to go with the closer. And the 0-2 pitch. Fouled into the mitts, and that is strikeout and out. Number 3 for the day. We'll go to the 9th inning. KT's up 4-0 as this game is boring. Boring. You're boring. You're boring. We'll have Baejung Dae leading things off for KT. Shimu Jun will come up next and then flip the top of the lineup, go up to Kim Min Hyuk. So I imagine we're gonna have a new pitcher. No, yeah. Hong Gun-hee will come in to pitch for Doosan. Yes, Hong Gun-hee comes in, will take over for Chaewon Jun. Chaewon Jun did his job, sort of. Got a 4-6-3 double play to end the bases loaded 1-out threats. But, yeah. Let's see what we got. We should be coming back. What do you say? Yes, there we go. Hong Gun-hee, 65 games, 59.1 innings, 4 wins, 3 losses, 11 holds, 9 saves, 2.73 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 33 walks, and 5 souvenirs given away to the fans in the outfields. KT, again, they had 5 hits in the first inning. They had another hit in the third inning that was erased by a double play. They just have not had a lot going offensively. Despite the 4-0 lead, it was all in the first inning. But Baejung Dae steps in. He had a RBI single in the first inning. Looks at ball 1. Oh, wrong button. Fouls that one away. 1-1. Wiz. Alright, 1-1 pitch coming up. Bae Jung Dae. Center fielder holds up, but it doesn't matter because it's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. I believe that was a 134 slider. And fastball slider, I think, is what this guy threw. Oh, that was off the mask of a Yang E.G. as he is like right off the face. Ooh. Like right where the face mask curves up, right there on that little horseshoe there. But he's still out there, and a 1-2 pitch. Just what are you running around the world for, Kenny? Oh, yuck. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Kenny. You really didn't miss much. Like, you can watch the first inning of this game, and that's enough. And the 1-2 pitch catches the outside corner, and that is his third strikeout of the day. Man, I gotta get me some more sound effects. Sound effects are awesome. The only one I ever get to use is the sensor one. All right, this Shimyu Jun 0 for 2 on the day. No, that's what that one sounds like. And the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 outside. There's the old Hanwha. 0-2 pitch, right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, throw it in the other batter's box. And that's upstairs. I got cool ones like a tiger. But when the tigers suck and do something stupid, I got that one. As that's going to be a little bloop going. What coverage by Josu Hang over in right field. Full sprint. Catches it and 2 away. That's why it's so important that he is in the lineup. That outfield is really, really good. With Kim Jae-won in left and Jared in right, is not nearly as sound defensively. As he will not be on his Christmas card list. Kim Min-hyuk will step in now, and he chops that one right to the second baseman, and that's going to be a 4-3 inning-ending ground out. So we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Doosan down 4-0. We'll see what's going on here. I have a feeling there's going to be quite a few changes. Rojas does look like he's going to rights. So closer's going to come in for KT. Going with the closer with a 4-run lead. Man, it's like watching Hanwha all over. Nope, not going. Yep, never mind. Yeah, it is. Park Young-hyun on the mound, 66 games, 76.2 innings, 10 wins, 2 losses, 25 saves, 3.52 ERA. Going with the closer. He also pitched in yesterday's game. I believe he threw 18 pitches. 20 years old, 10 wins, has the best winning percentage in the league. So yeah, the two closers in this game are young. Let's see. Rojas moves to right. Kim Min Hyuk moves. No, Son Min Sop moves to left. I'm not gonna change this stuff. Or sorry, Rojas moves to left, and then Son Min Sop is over and right now as first pitch is in there for a strike. And the 0-1 misses low. It's really, again, these, they just, I just don't understand. I understand, it's a must-win game, but you got a 4-run lead here. Your guy just pitched yesterday. Like, you don't think about that at all? You got to win again tomorrow. You're going to have him pitch 3 days in a row. And the 1-2 misses outside at 2 and 2. All right. Is that right? Kim Min Hyuk is out. Son Min Sop. Yeah. All right. Kim Jae-won 0 for 3, and that's going to be a little bloop right in front of Rojas, and another base runner. There you go, Nick. Just what you wanted. Again, I don't know why they bring the closer in. He pitched yesterday. We'll see if they can finally do something with runners on base. Again, 2 for 13 with runners on base, and they'll have Yang Sung-won steps in. Yang Sung-won not good in the playoffs. 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, a ground out, and a flyout, and looks at strike one down the old middle, 0-1. I actually do have his music, though. We'll give him some music. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. Big swing and a miss there. Did it really? Perfect. I always think about it because I have this is the game, the TV game, and then this is what you guys hear. So I can hear every little bit of changes. That is not gonna help as the pop fly to the first baseman puts one away, and Nick is not happy despite the music lining up. That's going to bring up Kang Sung-ho. He's 0 for 3 on the day. 2 strikeouts, a 6-3 ground out in his last at-bats. I'm telling you, tomorrow is going to be a good one. Should have 2 lefties on the mound. All right, Kang Sung-ho, 0 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike one at the top of the zone, 0-1. Even if the game is close at the end, you're gonna have yeah. Well, I'll be here. Yeah, two o'clock game is perfect for the foreign fans, as that's going to be a 6-4-3, not in time, just 2 outs, as the 6-4 doesn't turn into a 3. I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised that they don't challenge it. Oh yeah, he was saved by a mile. He was saved by a good half step. All right, Hog Young Min will step up. Doosan down to their last outs as they continue to forget how to hit once the pitcher goes into the stretch. This is the guy that got smacked and got hit in the head by Hernandez in that doubleheader, but he does have a hit today. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in his last at bats. Struck out in his first, and looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-2. Park Young Hyun, the 18-year-old closer. They said 19, but that's probably Korean age. The 0-2 pitch. He got the big save yesterday. What about 2? That's in the dirt. 1-2. Nobody's going to watch your crappy program after this game is over. You're already putting it on KBS 2 instead of, actual real TV is. That is ripped past the third baseman who dives. Rojas goes over, grabs it. Kim Jae-won was head into third base, and we've got runners on first and second. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the first extra base hit of the day. First extra base hit of the day. Nothing but singles and walks and bunts all day long. As Doosan threatening now, and they've got this man who goes by Mr. G. I believe, or to the home crowd, but have to pinch hit because he can't swing the bats. So stepping in now, Yodong Gun hitting 400 on the season. He's 4 for 10 as Yang Yi-ji cannot swing a bat. Looks at strike one. That is a massive blow, as that is a strike on the outside. 0-2. Yang Yi-ji not able to swing a bat yet. Yodong Gun. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the game. And KT lives to fight another day. Cuevas with an absolute gem. Much needed absolute gem from Cuevas. So, basically, it's the first inning versus the last inning. Doosan, it stopped after the first inning. Man, it was absolutely ridiculous. The first inning, You start the first inning for KT. You start there with a walk, a single, a single, a single, a single, a sacrifice, a strikeout, and then another single. Scored 4 runs. They had After that they had one more hit the rest of the game, which was Kangbae Ko, who had a hit in the third inning, but was immediately erased on a double play by OJ Hill. Then, Doosan just unable to do any. Both of these, you had to say the bullpens were fantastic today. You had So just a sec here. So after that first inning, KT was 0 for 8 with runners on base. They were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Doosan on the day, they were 3. I'm trying to add this in my head. 3 for 16 with runners on base, and they were 0. Ready? 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They left 8 runners on. They only had 7 hits. They they didn't hit into any double plays. They just couldn't actually hit once they had runners on, or they would hit and move the runners over, but weren't able to actually score any runs. So the bullpens were fantastic. Cuevas, a huge game. 6 innings, 103 pitches, 72 for strikes, 4 hits. Gave up 0 walks, 9 strikeouts, including a massive strikeout to end his night. Obviously, no runs, as Doosan is allergic to scoring, apparently. The Doosan Balazovic pitched fantastic. Guakmin, Guakmin in this regular season, 6 games, 5-0 against Doosan, or 5-0 against KT on the season. But in today's game, he didn't even make it through the lineup a second time. He gave up the walk and the 5 hits in the first inning, then walked the first batter in the second inning, and his day was done. 36 pitches, 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, gave up 4 runs, all of those runs in the first inning. But then the Doosan bullpen, again, the Doosan bullpen has the lowest ERA in the league, and they showed why. Balazovic came in, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, and then 6 strikeouts. After Balazovic gave up the 1 hit in the third inning, KT didn't have another hit for the rest of the day. They had some base runners with some walks, but that was it. So a big game from Cuevas. They lived to fight another day. They lived to play another day. Tomorrow's game, I'm going to make a guess here, is going to be Chae Sung-young. Chae Sung-young is... has started 6 games on the season. He has a ERA of 6, but his last 2 games, he's won both of those games. In the month of September, he started 3 games. He's 2-0 in those games, so I have a feeling that he's going to be starting. And then for KT, I have to think that Benjamin is going to start. It should be about his turn, and he has not pitched extremely well. So how is he going to do, especially, in the month of September? An 8.34 ERA, 5 games, he's 1-1. We'll see how he pitches. We'll have another preview video for you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have to change everything because I prepped 2 starters for Doosan, and both of them came in and pitched in relief today. And obviously now we have information about Yang Yi-ji. Yang Yi-ji can catch, but he can't. It doesn't seem like he can swing the bats, as he was pinch hit for, and that's not a guy that you would ever pinch hit for unless there was a big issue. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Well, there'll be another game tomorrow, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Korean time, which means you guys will have a late night, midnight, something or another game in the States. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will have another preview, so make sure you like the stream, subscribe. That way, you guys can let the KBO know that you guys want English commentary, you guys want English broadcasting. It's the only way for them to know, and it's the only way that I can talk to KBS and SBS and NBC Sports and those companies and be like, look, this is what I'm doing online. Can we get an English broadcast going? So please like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I'll be back tomorrow to bring you the next game. I will try my best to get a preview going. Tomorrow is a holiday, so I should be able to, but I can't make any promises because, I am dealing with a ton of technology. As one of these days, I will show you guys in another video. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow, and until next time.